shoot, if I'm black, I might as well use it to my advantage, right? Hi. Look like Amber Rose. So you guys may be wondering why I'm recording this in my car. First of all, you may be wondering what this video is about if you didn't read the title. And today I'm going to be talking about how I got into Jefferson University, which is the school I go to. And as I was saying, if you're wondering why I'm recording this in my car, it's because I was just waiting in line at TD Bank for almost an hour in the drive-thru, and let me tell you, the two people, it wasn't just one person that was taking forever. Two people that were in front of me took like 30 minutes each to get their thing done. And I was just chilling, and I had already started recording, so I was just like, I just want to finish before I go home. So I'm currently parked in front of Chuck E. Cheese right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys some of the things that got me into the college I go to right now. So if you're looking to apply to this school, or you're looking to kind of get a general gist of what you need to apply, then I would definitely keep watching if I were you. With that said, let's get right into the video. First of all, I'm going to tell you guys why I applied to Jefferson, because I feel like it's just relevant to this conversation. So first and foremost, I was basically just looking for different universities that were far from here, because I live in like a really suburban area, that were far from here, like in the city, but also not so far that I couldn't drive home. Like, I didn't want a school that was like a plane ride away. That was just too much for me. And even though I loved the idea of being really far from home and going somewhere like California or New York, it just honestly was not practical at all, and it just made more sense to choose somewhere close to home. So in my pool of options basically was Temple, Penn State, Jefferson, Cairn University, and I think there was just one or two other ones that I applied to. Oh, NYU was in my pool of options, and I applied to about 5 or 6 schools, and those were the schools that were my options. So I'll show you how I basically, this may sound bad, but I basically chose Jefferson by process of elimination. So number one, NYU, my SAT score was not there, and I probably could have got in because I'm black. In all honesty, I could have just played the black card and just been like, I'm a minority, I get oppressed, and I probably would have got in. But I just felt that my SAT score wasn't high enough, so I did not want to spend the $80 application fee, and I just decided that NYU, I realized that I didn't have a real reason for wanting to go there other than I just wanted to go there. So NYU was out. The next one was Cairn University, and I really wanted to go there. It's a Christian school, and you know, it's close to home, and I know a lot of people who went there, and it was just so like aesthetically pleasing. I don't know if that's like weird to say, but I just really liked it, and I've been there a few times, so I was just like, but the only problem was it's literally 10 minutes from my house, like 10 to 15 minutes from my house, and I was not living at home. I was not going to make my parents pay for room and board for a school 10 minutes away from me, and I also was not going to live at home for college. So I was just like, okay, even though I love you, Karen, you're out. Then it was left Temple, Penn State, and Jefferson. Temple, I only applied there because my parents wanted me to. But one, Temple is dirty, and I did not want to go there. Two, everybody and their mom from my high school was going there, so I was like, I'm not trying to be around these people. And then 3, my sister goes there, so I was like, super hecky no. And I decided, I already knew when I applied that I was not going there. It was kind of an option, but in reality, it was really not even in the pool. So I threw Temple out, and that leaves us with Penn State Abington, because I was never going to Maine. I'm not built for that. And Jefferson University, a school that I have literally never heard of in my life. Literally, the way that I found Jefferson was I typed in colleges in Philadelphia, and it was the first thing that came up because it was called Philadelphia University. So it was basically between these two, and I was really going back and forth. Like, I was this close to going to Penn State Abington, but then there's something that was just like in me that I was like, I do not like the brand of Penn State. Like, no offense to anyone watching this who goes there, but I just felt like it wasn't me. I'm not like a loud, like, rah rah, like, I'm not like that at all. Penn State Abington is just like, it's really like, it's not weird, but it's just like a really small like college, like suburban, and I was just like, I'm trying to get away from the suburbs. I'm not trying to go here. So that basically just left me with one, Jefferson, a school I had no clue what was going on there. I literally just took a step of faith and I decided to go. So here we are today. That is how I chose my university. And also they accepted me, so why not? And they gave me a lot of money. They gave me a good amount of money, not a lot because I guess I'm not eligible for any more, but they gave me a good amount of money. And so I was just like, you know what, God, this is in your hands, and I just decided to go. So with that said, how did I get in? So that is why, I should say, that's why I applied to go to this school and eventually chose to go to this school. And basically, here's how I got in. Remember how I was talking about NYU and minorities and how, you know, you really have to play that card sometimes? Because honestly, sometimes when you're getting accepted to colleges, it's literally just pulling on emotional strings and a combination of schoolwork and curriculars and grades and stuff like that. I will tell you guys this, I didn't graduate with the best GPA. Now, some people may disagree with that, but I personally did not think it was a very good GPA. And my grades were like above average. So I went to a very good academic high school, and their GPA scale was out of 5 points. So I graduated with a 3.8 out of a 5-point scale. But the thing about that is, oh, this truck is loud. Hold on. I'm sorry that I'm like sweating and I probably just look atrocious right now, but whatever. Basically, this school, my high school, had a 5-point GPA and I had a 3.8 out of 5, which is different than a 3.8 out of 4. But most people use the 4-point scale, so when you see a 3.8 GPA, you just think, oh wow, oh. It's amazing, you know what I'm saying? But it's really out of 5 points, and a lot of people claim that like schools do that so that it kind of looks better on applications, even though that's really not your GPA. So anyway, I had a 3.8 GPA. I don't know how Jefferson took it, but they accepted me, so I guess they took it pretty well. My grades, I usually got A's and B's unless it was in math. Let me rephrase that. I got A's in most of my classes, and I got B's in the more difficult ones or AP classes, and then I always got a C or lower in math classes. Math was just not my tea. It was not my cup of tea. It was not my can of root beer. It was just not good. It was never good. So even if you have that one subject that you feel like always brings down your GPA, there is still hope for you, because I was like that and I still am. 3.8 GPA, above average grades or really average grades. And now for the big whopper, which is my SAT. Y'all, let me tell you, and you can ask AJ because we were friends when this happened. I took the SAT 2 times and I literally cried when I got my score. Like, I spent the entire summer, 3 months, every day, in and out. I was at Barnes & Noble's and I was studying for the SAT. I used Khan Academy. I was prepping. And when I took my SAT, I got an 1150 and I cried. And then I was like, you know what? Next time I'm going to come at it even better. You know, we can do better. We can do better. And then the second time I took it, I got an 1100. And I was just like, when I got that score, I actually opened it when I was with AJ. I was with AJ and some other people, and they were like, oh, just open it, let's see what you got. And then I opened it, and it was even lower than my first score, and I cried, and everyone saw me cry, and it was just a very rough moment in my life. But now I look back, and obviously I couldn't care less because I'm going to a great college. My SAT scores were 1100, 1150. Obviously I scored much higher in the reading and writing portion than the math portion, and yeah. And I would think, you know, people kind of put a lot of emphasis on the math section, but I just think most colleges just look at your cumulative score. And another reason why I applied to this school was because with my SAT score, I didn't think I could really get in anywhere that was good, but I actually got into all the schools I applied to. Checked what their average SAT acceptance. So I typed in Philadelphia University SAT requirement, like something like that, and it said 1030, so I was like, well, I'm a shoe-in. So I just went ahead and applied with those scores and those grades. Next is my personal essay, or my college essay, or my personal, what is it called? I don't know, but it's something. So I used the Common app when I was applying, and Jefferson, I don't think they had their own separate like application question like NYU did. They had like a, why do you want to come to NYU and what makes you different, something like that. But Jefferson, I think they just used the basic Common App stuff, and the Common App question was just basically like explain like a hardship or like a trial you had to overcome. So I tried to do a twist on the whole minority thing, like, shoot, if I'm black, I might as well use it to my advantage, right? So I basically started talking about, it's not like I was writing like stuff that was fake, like it was still real. So basically I talked about my personal essay, how I grew up hating my natural hair and like, you know, not understanding why my hair had to look like this. I wanted to have white girls' hair. I wanted to be pretty because I grew up around a lot of white people. So I talked about that, and then I changed it into how, you know, I learned to love myself and I learned to just be who I am, and God's identity was revealed to me. Just all this stuff that was just like, hey, I've grown from that person that I used to be who didn't like my looks, and I've grown into somebody who loves the way God made her. And shoot, this is not even a Christian school, and I threw God in there anyway, and hey, they accept me, so we lit. I was recently watching this Hulu original series called Little Fires Everywhere. It is literally the best. Like, I love the show so much. And basically there was like this white girl, and she didn't know what to write about for her personal essay because she didn't face any hardships in her life. And if you guys want tips on what to write for your personal essay, like whatever it is that the prompt is, I can definitely make a video on that. Just go ahead and comment if you want that. Just let me know, or you can DM me on Instagram. Finally, my extracurriculars. I almost forgot. So the last thing that was part of my application was the extracurriculars that I did in high school. And really, guys, the key to this is just blowing up the things that you've done. I'm not saying to fabricate anything, but I'm saying, like, if you were like if you just helped your friend run a club, just be like co-president of this and that club. Like, you just make the position sound professional. I wasn't super involved in high school, but I did a number of things from time to time. I was a part of the dance team, but then I quit because it was corny, so I just put that on there because why not. I was part of the dance team at my school. I was part of the track team almost every year. I was part of the Bible club. I ran the Bible club my senior year, and I was part of it for my whole high school career. What else did I do? I don't even know. I put my youth group on there. I put like that I sing in choir, like just all this different stuff. You kind of just want to pad it up with everything that you've ever accomplished, because everything that you have done and are doing right now can be used in that application. And if they see that you are a well-rounded human being, then they are most likely to accept you. I don't know anyone who's been denied acceptance to TJU personally, and this is not like, I'm just telling you guys my opinion. I just kind of feel like they're kind of in the works because, you know, I told you in my other videos about this school that they're a little disorganized, but I think because they're in the works with combining the two universities and kind of gaining clout right now, that they're like accepting the students like willy-nilly. Not willy-nilly, you know, there is a standard, but there's a lot of different people in my class and different people that got accepted. So it's not just one kind of person that goes to the school like Penn State. But you know what I mean. Y'all just keep doing what you're doing. I don't know if you applied yet, if you're going to, but average grades, a little bit above average, I would encourage that. A little bit above average grades. I had an average GPA, to be honest, and my SAT was extremely average. It was below average. And this is an SAT at a 1600, obviously. So all of this applied to Thomas Jefferson University, but if you're not here for Jefferson, just know that I got into Cairn University, Temple, and Penn State. So, you know, and this is for like a biology major or a psychology major. So I don't think there was really anything else that went into the process. So that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, like, and share with your friends that are looking for schools to apply to. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!